Hello, welcome back to Bioclass Bites. In this video, we are going to talk about this terrestrial biome, the desert. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like and share this video. So we have several terrestrial biomes in our discussion. So the first one will be desert, followed by tundra, taiga, grassland, temperate forest, and the tropical rainforest. A desert is described as a landscape or region that receives very little precipitation or rain, okay? Or areas in which more water is lost through evaporation than falls in the form of precipitation. This map shows us where most deserts are found. So we have a desert here in Australia, deserts in Central Asia, and the northern part of the African continent. Deserts take up 1/3 of the Earth's land surface, and their temperature is quite extreme. So in the daytime, the temperature can reach as hot as 45 degrees Celsius or higher, even higher during summer. And it can dip to 0 degrees Celsius or lower during winter. So the temperature is quite extreme, okay? Extremely hot or extremely cold. So these are two well-known deserts. So this is a Gobi Desert that is found in Central Asia that covers parts of Mongolia and China, and the Sahara Desert, which is found in the African continent. I recommend that you watch this video about Deserts 101 from National Geographic. I'll provide the link in the description below. Deserts make up the hottest biome, okay? But they can also get, as we've mentioned, extremely cold temperatures during winter. Okay, one major feature of common known deserts are sand dunes. Okay, and such temperature swings make this an extreme environment. We've mentioned that. Mostly, animals tend to burrow underground to find more stable temperature. And plants and animals must have the ability to withstand long periods of time without water. And plants mostly have great adaptations that allows them to prevent evaporation of water from their bodies. And some animals actually tend to become less active in the morning or in during daytime, and they become more active at night when it is cooler, and that's the time they perform their hunting and or looking for prey. So again, this one is another image of a desert. So this one is the Sonoran Desert. Okay, so the Sonoran Desert is described as having many species of cacti, including large tree-like sarwaho cacti or Carnegie gigantea. And summer rainfall characterizes the warmer deserts of North America, as shown here. We also have what we call cold deserts or polar deserts. So they have similar features with these kinds of deserts. The main form is that they have very few precipitation, okay, of liquid precipitation of liquid water. So their main form of precipitation is snow rather than liquid water. So Antarctica is actually a desert, not because it's hot, but because it has very few precipitation. Okay? So Antarctica is the largest cold desert in the world. So instead of having sand dunes in cold deserts, what they have are snow dunes. Okay? Because again, the main form of precipitation is snow. As you can see here, so this one is an image of Antarctica. Okay? So they have ice and snow on the ground, but they are described as desert because they have few liquid precipitation. Um, very few snow, very few precipitation annually. Okay. Deserts have a reputation for having very little life, but to be honest, in reality, they have actually a very high biodiversity, and the animals that tend to survive there, as I've mentioned, tend to become hidden during daylight hours. So they tend to burrow themselves under the sand or to hide during the day, okay, when it is hot. Okay, and they tend to become more active at night. So they do their hunting of prey at night. So that allows them to control their body temperature to limit moisture needs. So those fauna, so those animals include kangaroo rat, coyote, jackrabbit, and many lizards. So these animals adapted to live in deserts are called xerocoles. So these are examples of xerocoles. You see here desert iguana, well adapted for desert life, fennec fox. They have this adaptation of having very large ears that allows them to curl their bodies because as blood circles and travels through their ears, they dissipate and then it allows them to cool through the dilation of the blood vessels. You have here cream-colored cursor. Okay, this type of bird usually has this coloration, this brown coloration that allows them to blend and to camouflage in the desert surroundings. You also have Gila monster, and desert tortoise. They have adaptations that help them survive in the extreme hot summer desert temperature. Other desert plants have long tap roots. Okay, this is their adaptation that allows them to penetrate the water table if present. Okay, they have adapted also to the weather by having wide-spreading roots to absorb more water from the ground. So plants that are drought or salt tolerant are called xerophytes. Okay, they can store water in their leaves, roots, and stems. So common to that would be cactus, okay, or cacti. Okay, so this one is a desert thorn apple. Okay, it's an annual plant. It only grows during part of the year. Okay, then cacti, they have sharp spines that help shade the plant and keep the animals from eating. And then you have here this bush that uses toxins to defend itself, to defend the area it uses for water and nutrients. So more examples of xerocoles and xerophytes. A thorn tree in the Namib Desert. It's nearly leafless during dry periods. So you have here more examples of cacti. Bearded dragon. Okay, this is a type of lizard that's adapted for the desert. Kangaroo rat, we've mentioned this, and coyote. And then the Sarawako cacti, common staple in deserts. So in summary, deserts occur almost one-third of the Earth's surface. What's common among them is that they have very low precipitation. Okay, very low precipitation annually, less than 30 centimeters per year. Most commonly known deserts are the Gobi Desert, we've mentioned that, Sahara Desert. Okay, and then the temperature it varies seasonally and daily. They could reach the temperature may exceed 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, in the daytime and during hot seasons, and then it can fall below 0 degrees up to negative 30 degrees Celsius at night and even at during winter time. So for plants, deserts are dominated by xerophytes, or those plants that has the adaptation to gather more water from the water table with their root adaptations, or they can actually preserve water in their leaves, stems, and bodies. Animals could include snakes and lizards, beetles and birds. They're mostly, we've mentioned this, many species are nocturnal. They are active at night, okay, and they tend to hide during daytime to escape the very hot temperature. Water conservation among animals, similar to plants, is also a common adaptations. Human impact, long distance transport of water and deep groundwaters have allowed humans to maintain populations in deserts, and slowly urbanization have also occurred on deserts. So more and more people are starting to become better adapted to live on deserts through all these technological adaptations. Okay, humans have also converted some desert lands into irrigated agriculture. Okay, sadly, that action tends to reduce the natural biodiversity found in some deserts. That ends our video. I hope you learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like and share this video. Till next time, goodbye.